Welcome back, tribe. It is your girl, Denisha J, and I am coming on here to talk about change and how renewing your mind can cause that change in your life. And reading God's word is reprogramming all the programming that was taught to you. So, from myself and my perspective, I come from a background of dysfunction, poverty, and lack mindsets. And within the last 3 to 4 years, I have felt myself weaning away from my family. Um, Not because of I don't love them, not because that they're I don't know what to say. Like, it was a lot of things that was taught to me that I, since coming to Christ, I see differently. And since they taught me those things that were not of Christ, I had to separate myself. Well, God separated me. Um, and the more I read the word, the more I seen and tested how good his word is, the more I have seen myself in a different light and seen myself the way God sees me. And I'm going to be blunt and honest. I did not, um, I didn't have a background of like relationship. Yes, I went to church. Yes, I tithed, but not on a consistent basis because I didn't go to church consistently. So what I learned was religion and being at church for certain holidays, which they're pagan holidays. They're not anything God has made it a thing to celebrate or holiday to really celebrate. They're pretty much all pagan holidays. Um, and they talk about Christ and being Christian, and you know, on Christmas, you celebrate Christ, but nowadays it's been turned into gifting and going into debt for your children to show them love when you should really show them love every single day. And I just I just see things differently now, and not only financially but just mentally, because that's the one thing that the enemy comes for is your mind. And if you allow him to plant seeds of destruction and you don't rebuke it, then that's going to be in your heart. If you don't plant seeds of positivity with the word, then you're going to keep allowing the enemy to plant seeds of doubt, confusion, fear, and that's not good for you. As you can see nowadays, the children are being disrespectful to their parents. They People are loving money than their own children, and that's the sad thing. Um, but back to renewing the mind, it's all about what God has in mind for you. So when you align to what God's thoughts are for you, and you get those thoughts through the word, you have thoughts of Christ. So I'm going to read Romans 12, verse 2. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God and what is good and acceptable and perfect. So I just wanted to plant that seed for you, because don't think just reading the word one time is going to renew your mind. It's an everyday thing, daily, if hourly. Honestly, it's going to change your mind when you sit with the word and be at peace and not rushing here and there and everywhere, and just sit with the word. It's going to minister to you. So I'm just recording this because that's what God told me to do. And I'm just being obedient. And I want more people, more of his people that don't know him, to come to him and be able to renew their lives, renew their minds. You must forget your old life. You must forget the life that you once had, that you once thought you wanted to live. And that's just the truth of it. But I hope y'all have a blessed day, and I will talk to y'all in the next video. All right, y'all.